try to find yourself, you try to elevate and get into radio station status, and, you know what I mean? So your script kind of changes. When people say, Osman Man sold out, fuck them.
It's changed.
They're trying to box you. Fuck them. When you are recording and you want people to appreciate you nationally, you can't be doing what you were doing when you're sitting at home.
Exactly. Growth is
you are now servicing a market bigger than your bedroom. So
bigger than your hood.
It's hard to it's not easy to lose yourself, because you can see yourself losing yourself, but because the goal is bigger.
It's bigger than you.
You sacrifice.
Good, what's good? We're back again. It's podcast PMB. We're coming live from Seodla station. Today we're hanging out with a legend. Those who know hip hop kakhulu yase KZN. We got our homie here, Ntsika. Can I call you Ntsika or Uchwane? Which one do you prefer?
All of them are relevant, my brother.
All of them.
DJ to the car. Ntsika Seoka, the hip hop Razo.
Rasta.
I used to hate that. But then I thought, bro, just own it. Sure.
Which one was your first one?
Well, the base of all of it is rap. It's the rhyming, it's the hip hop. So Twine was first. Twine was I'm Sutu. Seoka. So back in the day, well, I'm not sure if it's still existing. I must look at a time to differentiate Sutu. Ganja. I make you an example. So Stella is with university, and we get a phone call back in my youth. And you have to stay like with the facility. You tell nobody. I'm telling about 3 name board.
Shit.
In a pack full of Zulus, I was the Sutu guy.
The Sutu guy.
Meaning I eat twine.
So you didn't take it as your friends?
Nah.
That's great. I mean, personally, bro, when I saw it, I'm very honored and a bit nervous, bro. Because I really look up to this man, bro. I really look up to this man to a point where even myself, my writing skills got from them. Back in the days, most of us besienza lento in English, bro.
Yes.
And there's a moment, langa tola corner, they stuff, and I was like, damn. And they made it feel so comfortable. So today I'm really honored to have you here, bro. Or the other way around, you having us here. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to this conversation. Originally, you're from here, Maritzburg.
PMB, my man.
Oh, okay.
And then my family moved to Mbale 3.
Oh, okay.
So just scattered Seolas around the PMB, but I'm born and bred right here.
Yo.
And then after 6 pili.
Yeah, bro.
So I decided no. fuck this, I'm gonna try and do something in the evening. Shout to a guy called an Indian chap, called Sean. That's a great. He gave me his spot, corner spots. So we could do hip hop in the evenings.
Oh, okay.
It's called Just Soul. So jumped off. Shout to Errol Madlala, boy from PMB, who was working for SAP. No, Andre. They were doing hip hop. Like they realized that hip hop was working. So whenever the Gunama promotions, Alando Andre, you hip hop, Mrs. Patam DJ, you house, whatever. So I figure hamba naye bese kusho yami bare bas kwayithini okay I was excessive funding from SAP. So that's how Inqaba is formed, Inqaba Hip Hop Session is formed. So getting back to answer your question, it was crazy that time just to discover ukuthi kunabantu blind who actually have the whole thesis in their head. Yeah, well, like you used to walk into Pet Center, make my records this there's ciphers everywhere. People are moving. This
jump from cipher to
this is a battle cipher. That's some freestyle cipher shit going on there. Ciphers everywhere. Jump out 10. Meshente bahleli nami niggas made money of hip hop. No meshente must be qala sikwazi ukudayisa i-throughpin.
There was money.
It was lit. Sizwe Dlomo.
Oh, I have them.
Was discovered there. Sizwe Dlomo was AKA Scatterbrain. He's a battle MC. He's a battle champ. Sizwe Dlomo.
Yeah.
Battle champ.
Yeah, he's very clued up in hip hop.
Yeah. He's a battle champ. They also had a show called Rhyme Time. But I show you show by the proverb. And proverb got eaten up by bullets. That show bullets jumped over the fence. You put out proverb and you got him. Bullets, man. Nabantu abadala amakhosi mfowethu Hlonipha Shepstein mfowethu. He was the baddest battle MC back in the day. Baddest. I'm trying to think of the line. Bullets, come on, why are you leaving me? Yeah, he said something about verbally menstruate. You don't know. Maybe later I remember it's leaving me now. So it was cool, like discovering that there's people that had the whole thesis in their head, like it was done, people were coming up, the rapper, and then you find out the album,
shit.
You're like, man, he's sitting here with his producers. Like for instance, when I first met Ruma when I met Ruma, he had an album, he did a sleeve.
Shit.
These producers were sitting with him here, like they had a camp called Crossy Points, so you could go to their studio and record, and there's millions of beats sitting in there. The niggas were working.
Yeah.
They were working. There were 8 MCs that were writing songs and recording every day.
What confused me even is that it's the body of work but in terms of my equipment, now you had to struggle because I think when I'm in other studio.
Yeah, microphone. The computer, tower.
Yeah.
The Fruity Loops a hack.
Shit.
And the moment it was that era was just an era of discovery. I didn't discover only KZN. Shouts to Top Shire and Touches of movement in the Eastern Cape. Them niggas, when I got there, but you see when I first heard Kanye, I was like, where's the hype?
Let's have to see
chop my samples. All the songs that Kanye blew up on, the Marvin Gaye samples, all the big samples he was doing for Jay-Z and Twista and everybody. My niggas in the Eastern Cape already did it in the Eastern Cape.
Shit.
Those samples were sitting in the studio. Shouts to Catalyst, shouts to Mr. Measure, shouts to Top Shael. Those samples, some of the stuff I was hearing RZA make Top Shine already cut that El Green joint. By the time it comes out on the Wu-Tang album, I'm like, how does it find there, bro? In as far as lack of equipment and access, cats they had the pieces in their head. The hip hop was happening, it was going on. You know, and they were rapping in Xhosa. That time. There were Polish style, Kumshan. Something game where you could blind. The shit was
That's the birth of Ispaza. And they call it Ispaza, but even
10 years, 12 years later, they called it Spaza.
Oh,
You know, Top Shayela is the god. Like, I visited him, Naman Fix, shouts to Fix, he also plays keyboard from Tata. He played on the Zimbabwe Seodla, and all those beats was Top Shayela and Fix. Shouts to the boys laced us, you know. Those beats came from a keyboard. In the backyard, but Kishwai, floppy disk. I shall say Wu-Tang, the story says Wu-Tang, the American saga.
The American saga.
Exactly what Wu-Tang is doing, what the real is doing, the keyboard. In Zama Pizza, Kipi, Luguzana, Ghostface Killer. That was what Top Shayela was doing. Exactly what he was doing right there. Exactly at the same time when Rizzo was doing it. If Rizzo is 40, Top Shayela is 45 now, bro, 45, come by Lingan. They were doing it exactly at that time.
Yeah.
Baba Tata.
Fuck if you ask me, bro.
Everything was there already.
Yo, like, I'm not to downplay Rizzo and Kanye and whatever. I'm just trying to shine light that how much they were doing. That shit was existent. That's still not election.
And that be so amazed. Remember, these guys were doing in Africa, doing this way before.
This is why we podcast. That's what I'm saying. So if Rizzo watches this, he must know I told him. No.
So in Bongi, because I always thought, like I didn't know which crew were you on, ETC crew or Imbo. Imbongi, Nani Bangan.
Sasu 4. Kono way aspiring Bongi. Or watch like 10 years later. But I'm full of it. And they were like, nigga, why didn't you join us? And now he makes the most beautiful beats. But anyway, Imbo. Let me just give you the lay of the land back then. The crews were Izimbo. The first crew out was Izimbo. It was myself, Kanye Songobo, R.I.P. Zamani Keswa, and Jablani Claimboy, aka Casket. They're still live. We did it all. We rapped Cape Town. We went to Cape Town. The tape was in demand in Cape Town. Like this happened maybe like 7 years after the tape came out. But like, Konabanda went to show Cape Town. What we find the mountain. Shouts to Eugene and the girls. What we find the mountain, and like we got a call like, Buffett, we have to do this, and we'll make sure you guys get there. But Cape Town needs to see. We left KZN, went to Joburg, took a bus down to Cape Town from Johannesburg. By the time we got on stage, it was crazy, man. We didn't know we had so much love down there. Like this is also to show that being underground doesn't necessarily mean about the shit circulates.
This is all before the internet.
Way before the
shit.
That's what I'm concerned about. How does this happen?
Oskido has Izimbo on tape.
Shit.
Before Mama Wami, he was like, my man's Mavuso, but we didn't realize back in the time that the impact was that large. We sasihlala garage kazamani sidle likesla beer story idea lokuzana engoma script kufix the keyboard yakhe chanam ivali umchanam komele the way chanam we end up jumping on that like we had a lot of songs that were floating around that were not recorded and we were performing them, and I just come back. I used to work at News Cafe at that time, in Muscatine. I came back from work, I made 1,002. Suppose I was a man casket. I looked at the crew and said, you know what, gents? Is it possible to record? No, 600.
Let's get it done.
That's how the tape is done. We went in 4 hours, did 4 joints.
Shit.
And then the other joints happened to when mixing. Okay, after it's called this color. Like on a track, it's in that's why some people have solos. There's 2 people with solos on the album to make the 6 track. And then the 4 track was the Ntsika Seoka.
And pushing it, how did you guys push it, like hand to hand?
Let me tell you a story.
Because I think I heard that niggas really made money, guys.
No, we didn't make money. Well, hey man. So we didn't have a way of selling. So whatever money you had, you went to the white boy, requested 40 copies, 20 copies, whatever you can afford. Flip them for yourself, for your own pocket. Because it's not like it's about royalties from radio, radio, and you know, and it's cool to try and say, I'm a copies of 40, but 9 mile, push as hard as you push, so I didn't have the time to push it. So I personally didn't make as much guap, but I sold copies to people that needed them. But the bootleggers,
hey, those guys made, man.
The bootleggers,
they made, plus it was big.
wafika umjida wenza ukuthi sikhona sekushiyo tavern thizenthayo zikhona imbongi ihleli lapho siphelele futhi for a change sihlamba having the time of our lives wapaka ijet emhlophe lapho wehla lo mjida usibuka wathi nini imbongi shit wathi ngiyabonga shit sathi sithi wathi ngiyabonga futhi ukubuka phambili
bro, plus those days surely a copy was like $30 or
niggas bought cars printing the shit from their computers because I get a squad to ukufika kubona abantu when they need it umena imfundo ngizondisa ilungelo ngizoprethela 30 rand
uzoprethela
base befika sebo 5 uyabona ayibona
akwa right habe khona
it's a business niggas were selling that shit from their backyards niggas built houses
shit
niggas built not only of this imbongi only for just the rest of the shit so if you're a collector uhambe mhlawumbe uyovala project over no love or I am a Clermont. No Mlugis. What's the record company of theirs, man? Do something. I'm in the court. So yeah, I shot some niggas too. The collector got before 10. I must sit there for. Uzola ema respect. Uzola uzola ni G. No KT. At that time, I got accessible internet. And people are loving this shit. They love it, they're willing to buy it off you.
Imagine I'm cheating, I'm going to figure I can't take it in jail.
No, talk, get up
yo, and you write to you music on the chain, back in the chain. Who write to you?
I will write to you music back in the chain because
everybody
purchase music. Let's talk about Muto like a drug sport. No,
no land call.
Yeah, to own a number, no, I'm just collecting the shot. I say, find
because you know this hip hop that's make it cool. I
told this name,
so, like, fast forward, the hustles now get more because now we realize we done lost money on some shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Useless crying over spilt milk, you know?
Yeah.
Shonji, Mochapu, them niggas made money off that maca.
Yo, yeah, I wanna guess it's what it's.
Man, them niggas, that shit was the drug. I'ma tell you this. The hustle got so far that Umchita was in Ntsika. Where you phone? Mabe from Shonji, go by Walker's Pet.
Shit. He play in his color in his pets.
Makaul.
Oh, Makaul.
You don't know what was.
Oh,
yeah. Who went at John Ross in Fettel Peg as some tattoo. Low music and Kumara or also workshop. So you know everybody workshop is like you buy a letter.
Yeah.
So it was a very busy music. yabo. Uphuma nama-CD nga-8 every time ephuma endlini. Sebelindile bewu-8 athi akhulele. Uyeza kufika umuntu nje hayi imali yami mfethu. Yibo mfethu uzani? Imali yami mfethu, imali akhuphuke nga-8. Drop off those CDs. Abuye nemali, siqhubeke futhi sikhande more shit. Sasenza undlondlo ngaleso sikhathi in nondlondlo same thing. Sase sine-outlet-ke kanjalo yabo. So sasihlakaniphela ukuthi all over abasebenza ama-CD shops sibaskime. Bayefika umuntu ethi ngifuna le shandisi ethi akhulule iphone number tholakala kuyona. That's how we started spreading the music.
And it spread like wildfire.
And it spread because I'm not sure if it's this time say high school noma say primary.
Yeah.
Kodwa indlela umusic owawukhona ile nto ushonti ile nto iphathi ama-boys so indlela eyipopular ngayo mfethu yabo ifana indlela wonke umuntu indlela wayecula ngayo esikoleni ifana ne-dilemma at the time. That song was so.
That's what I'm saying. Like the knock in the underground is huge.
Yeah.
It's bigger. Look, man, Sean G, they outsold all the hip hop albums put together. Apuma commercially.
Yeah.
I shit you not. Squatter Camp, Pro Kickball, Gazadla, look, man, if we had to count the numbers, he put together, he outsold everybody.
Play leyo mnyaka because mina one thing I realized izinto zayiphuza ukufika kuthina la especially la United States.
Sure.
Le ngeminyaka yabo yimiphi leminyaka yoMagawula?
Magawula was 205 maybe?
Yeah, it could be because mina ngaqala ukuzwa 206.
205 maybe or 205. Wona khona futhi mina ngoma le ubuchwepheshe bubahlele besitoko uphumuza ucindezela lenkinoko yabo. So I'm watching Sean G blow up on stage and shit. I'm doing inqaba, I'm the host of inqaba. So siyazana noPhu, and I also did the first show on Kozi FM was also myself, me. Before Zulu Boy, before Phu, before Makuku. What now is more Foko. Yeah. Okay. I used to do 30 minutes before it ends of the show when it does speak. Yabona film Pavamara la. Uphu ngendlela ayifuna ngayo Shandis. Babesuka ePortchester Street every Friday. To stand in the queue to get a chance if they do. They became like standard. Mang babona nje ngazi the stuff was cleaning, Nandi, as two years, whatever they did. So Jumaya khona ngazi mina ngene shy. Yeah, so I'll tell the story of how that whole thing kept on watching Sean G do his thing.
Yeah.
I'm going over Lupu, Mangfia, I said, I got help. I'm like, yeah, my face. You got I had about beats. Now I'm also with the sun. Where I'm getting their beats. Why the fuck? And I'm like, yo, this shit is so nice. And to who are you? Wake up on the beat, what's your cute? And she sounded so nice with that shit. So that was the last song that got added to the album. Before that, it was a print on his sleeve. By the time we recorded to that song. Unfortunately, we've never performed it, man. But like,
you've never performed Lango?
Ever. Everywhere I go, then they say Malachi, my G.
Mpumalanga.
Malachi. I was doing some shooting. I worked for a music video company, audiovisual company in Johannesburg called LTP, Lungu Dumashi Productions. Shouts to Manila Lungu. Seha sayoshuthi umjilo thumbu mesh. Out of nowhere nje futhi kukhona nomzambile la ehlalele ezobukela ishoot yabo like how mfethu kanjani yabo so shilile kumnandi kudlula imoto idlala i-local hip hop yabo. So mina like you see me now drinking, I'm loud, I'm talking yabo. Now to reverse ipake la ilalele isikhuluma mase vele iqonde emotweni yayo sidika Sean G ifaka leyo track ithi ngilale ivoice yakho wena lo
Awaka kude kanjani
wena lo
kude kanjani
mind blown bro mind blown. So yeah,
but the fact that Sangazi performed, that track, I really like
it. It was a large song. Every time it plays, like people DJing it, you go, one of those classic like.
Despite where shoe, Imbogiga CCTV, the TV shoe. Yo, bro. Yeah, it was a great era.
Was discovery. All of it was discovery, man. You know, as I was saying earlier on, push hard, push my man, push hard, push my man. So it was nice, man. Everybody was like, I remember the first time, man, it was crazy. Wait, you know when you hear politics feels into the beats. It was those type of discoveries that were made back in the day, you know? Like, when, guy, when did you think of this shit? Like, what were you smoking, dog? You know what I'm saying? It was nice. It was dope. The scene was trying to give you the lay of the land, on the side track. Calling Momenti, Tustin. Easy West, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro. Is that the times? Is it Vibe FM?
Yes. Vibe FM came, so all that was discovered. Vibe FM was late, but all that was discovered. So commercial, local radio stations, I found no Vibe FM, no DYR. Were the people that showed us love in the underground. You understand? So
because they really showed love.
They
used to wait
love
until 2 o'clock saying just to Glalela Vibe FM. They had a hip hop show. And that's maybe on my weekend.
Yeah.
Easy.
In the Womash.
It's a call.
Yeah, it's a call. In the Womash. Commercially, the local radio station, community radio station, was a stream. Lunanda, and when those stations were formed, they kind of like took the formats as I shared in the DYR. Me and my boy Swiss were doing DYR. At that time, it was the only 3-hour hip hop show, period, in the South Africa. Like, Tabu, 1 hour, you know, but like, Babes League is a prime time on a Saturday. So Shire 7 to 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 hours. So show 7 to 10. Or 8, 9, 10, 3 hours. 7 to 10. My man Swiss Sidala interesting tanda. No rules, doing what we liked. You know what I mean? And Bonababe Tiwa was on the south side of KZN. So Mlazi, Fonweni, whatever. Fast forward, I hear stories of how large the show was. People used to buy booths and call their friends. Abatala S out. What was you could just out from the go was full weekend and the show was full bamba and recorded version of it as well. So the weeks were playing alive. We had nothing but 20, 40 rappers outside. Mainly Tony Tubalonzo rapper live. Kukwa station bezu. Station manager ofika wanga understand kwenzakalani. But you like that, Wu-Tang, kono anda makukuru lethi Clement, kono alligator lethi impangeni kugcwele kuyasayfarisha kune hip hop show ngaphandle parking lot siyasebenza ngaphakathi. Look out the window like.
Did you ever work with Double Alligator?
Mad work. Love Alligator, man. Alligator is a pioneer of the shit. Alligator deserves a placard on the wall. Alligator is the grandmaster. Alligator and them were motherfuckers that were trying to rap in Germany and Austria and shit. Before I met them, before we connected to say, okay, now hip hop is like then I went to village in Gabi.
Was it you who told the story? You told Alligator the story of
because I saw something that he wrote. It was on Facebook, and he said that he dropped his first album. I think it was 96.
But when hip hop was popping, I had been overseas 3 times to go rap there.
And just like yo in the food. Shout out, bro.
Shout out,
You understand?
I think it was was it the Aquaflow thing?
Yeah, Aquaflow was I think Aquaflow Agenda was the third
Was the third
project offering. Yeah, but like them niggas got it in, man.
Yeah,
Watermark niggas got it in. Kono rap for those ill jokes. Kono shebede. Ill. Like Ali Foot was like. Ali was crazy in the way he conducted his business and how he saw the game. Yeah, but Ali was never the guy to say Goangala. Yeah, but Ali had Nyem's production. Ali, Battle Cat production. Ali was revolutionary when cats were sitting in caves, and he was in Joburg hustling for beats, rapping in ciphers, featuring with other cats from elsewhere. Yeah, when people were hustling to find studios, Ali had his own shit in his bedroom with
He was dead.
a microphone.
Damn.
What do you want like from 96?
Yeah, bro.
Where do you even get the equipment in that time?
Getting a play in France.
This is what we used to do back in the day. You motherfuckers, I'm going to prepare. Prepare track. This is on tape, right? On tape, no CDs.
Yeah.
Prepare the track kapafted. So you rewind. You feel like just to catch the instrumental part.
Oh.
No, so this is click it. Nobody share my bride. You bamba your parts. You start to tape finally. You record the little parts there. Right? That's where it has an opportunity to rewind. We record the name. To get an instrumental. To get a fucking instrumental so you can sit and write a song.
I think Fruity Loops.
Puff Daddy was the god when he started dropping I'm a single and I'm a remix with the instrumental.
With the
They were like,
instrumental.
Didi, you my man, When the Chronic 2001 instrumental shit came out, that was the god.
Good time, we got it all, man.
Now, like, what? You've got all Dre's beats with no vocals? Well, we show it everyone's got a song on it.
Yeah.
On the beats at Dre. Everybody in
Who's
the
gonna jump on stage?
In fact, let me say it like this. Wonke umuntu ozorapha ngalo labo usebenzisa lawo ma beats. Uyizwe kawu4 still Dre other songs.
Shit.
Apply before to fans. I would have So when we came as Zimbabwe with brand new beats, the shit was just like, whoa.
Damn.
What the fuck did they do? Where did they get these beats from?
Game change,
This is not
definitely.
Dre's shit.
Yeah.
Who's supplying you beats?
Fits and Top Shine from the keyboard, I was telling you. With the motherfucking floppy disk.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Exactly what Rizzo was doing. Fitz was there with the shit, pulling it out and writing names like this is from saying my nigga Ntsika, making a fresh wine. You know what I'm saying?
But it was good times, though. Yo, it was really good times.
It was a good time because it was discovery, man.
Yeah.
It was discovery. And then fast forward, you grow up, you rap, you know, I was the guy that wants to say idioms and keep it, try to be educational, and you know what I mean. And then you listen to some commercial music. You try to find yourself. You try to elevate and get into radio station status. And, you know what I mean. So your script kind of changes. You know, when people say Osman Ban sold out. Fuck them.
Yeah. It's changed.
They're trying to box you.
Fuck them. When you are recording and you want people to appreciate you nationally, you can't be doing what you were doing when you were sitting at home.
Exactly. Growth is
you are now servicing a market bigger than your bedroom. So
bigger than your hood.
It's hard to it's not easy to lose yourself because you can see yourself losing yourself, but because the goal is bigger.
It's bigger than you.
You sacrifice things. You know, everybody will tell you Usman Banwa Sam Danje and man you say
Usa Lapo, what do you think ngemove ya ukuhlukana kwabo uShonji no Pooh when he went to Ziggs.
Yeah.
Because when he went to Ziggs, first thing eyenzeka the sound changed. And there's hardly a lot of songs umuntu azizwa from ephansi kwaleyo production. But ikuleze ngangizizwile nje it had changed.
So there's fuck it. Sure. So we're sitting at Ruma's music video shoot, and Ruma says something very profound. He says, he says, Shonchi was signed so that was about police because wearing King as a heart, there wouldn't be a Shonchi, there wouldn't be an involved if Shonchi was not suppressed. So I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga saying? But the same label. And lo uza hard. So they invested lo. So fast forward, what we were arguing at that conversation was, dude, you stayed at the record label with money, there was no music video,
nothing.
There was no proper release, and, like something about back up in the Mali singing, there was
nothing.
What really happened? So that's one issue. The sound issue was also a big problem.
Yeah, it was.
The third issue was doing the same songs on beats produced by them, whereas versus production
tracks.
Vele sesiyidayisile the Shandis, thousands and thousands of copies. They should have done a new album instead of changing the album. But it's cheating. Must be faga ingoma is recycling on beats that are weaker. That shit was like baffling so much that even when he was performing with some pizza poo. So that won't sell the album either, because when you buy the album,
it's
you
not
are not hearing what you are
beats.
seeing on stage. So
ukuthi khona ingoma engayazi ukuthi ikule album leyaphuma esekhipha under label leyazethi but yaba sequel from iphathi yamabhoze 2 kwaba iphathi yamabhoze 2.
No, I think in there where you guys did a remix when you did this morning food, where you guys did igama layo uGumbi. I think there's a ilokhunji itape ayikhipha uShonji
usho yini dum
khona le iqala that
abahanza
lephathi yamabhoza.
khona lesibili la idla usuke selentuze sebone kuyidlala.
Yeah, ikuleyo. I think iGumbi leyo. Ilena le ngoma
uGumbi phela was the second project. Yeah, but short-lived ngoba was signed around that time.
Yeah, iyona.
Kodwa ukuthi ngangizilentuza ibeat yakhona ayifananga nale. Not ukuthi ifanele izifani na.
It was still Pooh production.
Yeah, no, it was part 2. It was part 2 Patamaposa.
Yeah.
It was Patamaposa part 2.
The production it was different, so it
Well, even if it was Pooh, but like everybody grows, you know.
Yeah. Now what we used to say,
you producer, you could be known for you say for instance, you take for instance like DJ Premier. DJ Premier produced for Christina Aguilera as well. You understand? And the shit he did for Christina Aguilera is not like the shit he's doing with Royce the 5'9", Guru, and you know what I mean. So as a producer, even though you're known for a certain type of funk, like whatever you do, that is your signature. We are Farash. Fanele Farash.
Visit some other sounds.
Fanele Farash. Now we are full Zizwa on the dance floor. We track babies. We are going to Jalo Bakshai Bangladesh Disiako cerebrally, man. You want to do things, you understand?
So when after the era you much of Pooh, because Gowami you disappeared.
Yeah, I started DJing.
Oh, okay.
I started DJing and producing. And what really happened there? I got caught up DJing actually. Not that the rhyming stopped. I just didn't put out stuff.
No, you didn't put out.
I didn't put out stuff. I was rapping very much. You say you've been rapping for 5 years? Yes. How many songs do you have? It's like I'm like, hey, guy. If you've been rapping for 5 years, you can't have 5 songs. This means your average is 1 song a year. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying he was doing that. I was just making an example to you. If you say rapping for 5 years, you must pull out a catalog and see. Like youngster CPT is over 30 mixtapes.
Shit. So today is a lot of.
I didn't know that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So when you say you've been rapping 20 years, you've got to have 20 years worth of work. My nigga L Dots from the Eastern Cape will sit here now and drop 11 CDs on you with covers. He's sold each and every one of them. Shit. He's made money and paid the rent. You understand?
So the music where you keep it. So
I'd love to go to your vault.
I've got a vault and a half there already. You understand? I've got a vault and a half there on my computer.
Shit.
Vaults. Understand? From all corners of SA. Because when I started DJing, then I started collecting things. When I was on radio, I don't want to be playing our stuff only as long as we come and So cats from Josie was sending things. Cats from Lesotho were sending.
You still have that?
Niggas, this whole thing.
Shit.
The amount of music in SA, hip hop music, they go pam wabantu la. Recordable ngaquleka universal ngavela glitch. If they found out how much music actually exists and how dope it is, if they got out their offices and went to look for it,
shit. There's a lot of
just one studio alone. Take for instance, there's a guy called Killer Pimawaza. Killer Pimawaza will make you 15 beats a day, all sick.
I wonder how do they do that.
15 beats a day. I'm fucking with you.
Manje ngeke ama-beat mhlambe afane.
Nah.
Isn't it the same guy that worked with G on
Yeah, that's the one. That's Killer Pimawaza.
Shit.
Hey, 15 beats a day. Over 15 beats a day. That nigga's got 100 beats in 6 months.
Yeah.
He crashed the computer at 4 off. I tell you, I'm a car. I call it bands. I'm crashing the computer. What to say? Just to say what? Welcome to being a producer, my friend.
You lose words.
That same day, on laptop, Fruity Loops and food, you're correct. So, if they could they don't have a picture of how much of it is. Underground could reproduce things for 30 years and make no new shit. It's a new song.
Yeah.
It's a new song.
It's old stuff. So when it comes to DJing, what made you shift from the rapping? It's okay, let me try DJing.
I've never ever actually thought why. Good question. I don't think there's a why per se.
Yeah.
I just gravitated towards it. You know what I'm saying? I got into DJing not because I was trying to DJ hip hop. I just wanted to DJ.
Yeah.
I used to see them do it. I mean, I harassed Glenn Lewis at Tilt. Asking me, Glenn, you're going to
Who Glenn, the radio
dog,
DJ?
The big dog. I went into the booth with Tagi. What I realized and I would actually I'm in group here, but my pants are keep time again. So I started learning. What was interesting was how do you make one song come in ingacishanga bangazange badisturbe jive, and then how is it that you know that song is the song to play so that that's flowing at the end? I had a keen interest on, okay, how do you know it's the next song? And those things you can't teach someone. Knowing how to select and making the people stay there. That's you and creativity and how you've got the feel for the music in your bones. But the technical part you can teach somebody. I can make you understand how to make songs. You see, DJ Ntsika Seoka is not a name I just dreamt up. It's very scientific.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Every genre has a book and a clap.
Yeah.
And we house.
Kick and snap.
All of it. So when you line them up, when your cars are in order, then I will shy my ash. So I keep it to the
club.
I put my cars on top.
It's very technical, but they make it look easy.
So the more scientific, even bigger scientific, but I'll tell you anyway. In a certain, because you are playing beats in a certain BPM. You can't play 100 BPM and play 25 BPM. The 100 BPM goes with other 100 BPMs. The 175 goes with the 175. The 90 BPM goes with the 90 BPM. So the people start dancing in them. What do the molecules in the room do? They move in the same speed.
Okay.
Do you understand? In the same speed. So when you've got the speed and you've got it right, and the molecules and the people, the bodies, and everything else in the room is moving in the same velocity, then the party happens. That's the state of the club. So the party is in the state of the club. That's when in that BPM, as long as being a disturbed, you're schooling them to it. Damn, the DJ just
When it comes to DJing, you've done both the hip hop and any music genre.
I DJ anything. Every day.
Compared to any other music genre and hip hop, you hope you're to DJ, because in one hip hop you have to throw in scratches as well.
Well, yes, if you are that type of DJ. Not everybody's a turntablist. Not everybody can scratch. Not everybody appreciates the scratch too. Some people think it's noise. So on a level you be purist. Be purist. You like Joey Badass. You might not like
Drake.
You understand? Even though Drake can do it better too. I'm talking, I wanted to choose a very lopsided example, you know what I mean? Like polar opposites. You know what I'm saying? Muy purist. Say now I'm going to perform somewhere, and I look at the crowd and I think, okay, I can't do my purest songs. I have to do the more commercial songs on my catalog. So correct ballad. So with the DJ as well, I got booked in the Eastern Cape and they went to support St. John's. Ngafelo about endleleni sayilungisa ngifana ndlela ngo11 ngifika ngopassword uthi phora wami ngiyamfonela ubra ukuthi kugcwele abantu bakulindile la. I'm like, fuck. Sure, so I tried, we understand. So he's trying to say, man, the people are waiting to hear this hip hop set. It was the first time there was a hip hop DJ in that era. Trying to have a home house. I get there, I realize, shit. Then I'm no most deaf, no Tribe Called Quest, maybe 7. Even though I love that shit, that's my favorite shit. I've got to switch up. I've been paid 3K. And I'm also trying to come back here again to touch on the 3K foods. Yeah, but now as a brand, as DJ to the club, what do? Stick to what I think, what I know I love, and what I say is my music, or satisfy the people so I get booked again and come back and push more hip hop. So I can still squeeze almost deaf if I come back now 6 more.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm thinking, shit, okay, what am I gonna play now? And then I realized that we drove through. Everybody with a fucking DSTV dish.
Yeah.
So they at least know hip hop just off the MTV playlist. This is me pulling out my CDs, looking for all the MTV shit that I can find.
All the fancy stuff.
Bang out. 3 hours later, people are still here dancing. 4 cents, let's 4 cents, 12 for 12. Next weekend. So, maybe to answer your question is, Kumina, get fun. Because the technical part is keeping the car. Whether it's house, jazz, hip hop, kwaito. The technical part is the same. The difference is, house will have longer beats for you to mix over. Hip hop has shorter beats to mix over. You can go by hip hop, what's love? You've been getting. So you've got more mixed space. Otherwise, all of it is the same. Even the way the people must react and what you need to do to keep the crowds going. Keep the shit hot, it's simple. Play the shit, make it nice. However you think of doing it. I mean, I've got a rule when I DJ. If I don't have them in the next 4 songs, then I'm in trouble. In the first 4 songs, I'm in trouble. Because shoot, I'm a babu. So I don't plan my sets. Because when you do that, and they're playing with other motherfuckers, that are shy now, then what do you do?
And whenever they don't even mind, they're still gonna play them.
I can't. That's a his wheel and some food in the good. So I mean, I take the sets. It happens as like when you hear me play, it's what I'm seeing in front of me. It's not
you put the sets together, labo.
First song, bang. Why Angelo dancing? Shit, maybe you don't like this type of hip hop. Second song, bang. Okay, I've just played 2 types of hip hops. I see the people dancing in the back. Those are my go-to people. Third song, it directed Bonag. Hey, you know when people start screaming and then you don't want to sound like you don't know the song, you don't want to sound like okay doing. Introducing that FOMO shit. Introducing that FOMO shit. When people start okay, and that's that 4th song must make sure everybody hears me. If not, then I'm still fighting. And then when everybody's dancing, I worry about that one person that's not dancing. Like, what is wrong with you? I remember this one time I was playing in Pretoria. And I saw this girl, man. She just looked like she was hot. She was nice. I didn't see it because she's fine. I kept on getting bothered, like everybody is dying except for her. What the fuck is wrong with her? So I started playing for her. Shit. An hour later, Sengeta on the stage, she comes and shakes my hand. She's like, I saw you. She realized, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I'm dead in it here. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna find what she likes. Fuck this shit. I start seeing her hips swaying and I'm like, yeah. At the end, she's getting down. I'm like, yeah. Like, think about it. Actually, I'm lawyer na yini inkinga yakho ngisuka la eMaritzburg ngizodlala la ePitoli wena ujiving ubani yabona ngazuma in she came back, she was just like, yo, I saw you dog. I see you. I'm like, shit.
Imagine abalentos abanye ma premixes, for example the chill the one with thong.
Ubani
ukuthi
Uncle Waffles siyafaka ama premix. Siyafa premix lezinto ukulela.
Yo.
Siyafa.
But how do they get to study a crowd? Okay.
They don't.
Or to brand because the brand.
Yo. So you're killing the art with the art. Fun of fear nervous beside from it.
Yeah, I'm going to imagine if the DJs are questioning that. How? these guys in fact there's no artistry abasebenza nje. They
Yeah,
just kambe lawo ma mixes akawenzanga na yena kambe the expense time yayithi separate. Wenze lo munye umngane wakhe manje mfethu that's what most DJs are passionate about.
You know the how I know DJing to be. What is currently playing on radio, the radio is playing that. Why are we playing it in the club? Because that shit is playing on radio. The radio is playing it, you are at home listening to it. So now when you're in the club, you're listening to the same shit you're listening to that the radio is playing you. DJs are supposed to look in the crevices and play with the other shit.
Yeah, they're supposed to be introducing artists.
The other shit. You understand? Like off a Jay-Z album, the first 3 songs are what the radio is going to play, right? For instance, for example, as a DJ, I'm trying to find out what the fuck's number 4.
What does he have on number 8?
No. And let me bang that number 8. Because it's not playing on radio and the people are loving it. You know what I mean? Because I said when I was playing there, some guy came up to me and he said, how do you always play the... How does it happen that you play the song I play at home? I'm like, this is what DJing is about. That the radio is really supplying you with that other shit.
Yeah, because hip hop earlier, when you watch that series, the Get Down, there's a series, the Get Down, and they show you it was like the DJs who actually introduce new sounds to people. And it's not happening. You have to like. So you on my radio and then you go to the club, still
the same song.
You understand? So like we're stuck in this thing of no discovery anymore.
There's
You know
no
what I mean?
discovery. It's copy and paste.
Yeah. We're playing this thing that already is. So no one is going to the studios and saying, yo niggas, what you got now? Everyone is saying what's being released. No problem. If that's your type of game, it's cool. But the game for the DJ game is to go get the song and put a needle on it, let it play, tell the people this is the new shit.
Since that happened with the radio and everything, do you think radio killed the culture? Well, Ms. Kuluma, in terms of your hip hop, with the hip hop they allow with the society consume. Do you think it's killed the culture?
Well, I feel that the people that are in charge in the big spaces should have consulted. Rather, I don't want to say they fucked up. They should have consulted. To understand, like, because ufundi. Uthole shandise video ban MTV usebenza. Ngifike MTV uposition sharp, you calling the shots. You're gonna feel somehow like you are introducing things or you're doing things your way. Kind of Campbell is not where necessarily the culture is trying to go.
It's trying to go.
It's always good to come sit Namachita that are in the culture to understand how you can help the culture grow. Nalama opportunities were not You guys think you think this is new? This is not this is new. This is not new. We're already into this. So I'm like, time of conductive. I was there at the time. Let's go lose the time. Let's break.
Shit.
Let's break. Let's shall this milk pin apart. Let's break.
Breakdancing is hip hop.
Get out my elements here. We spoke about rap. We spoke about DJing now. The other element is also the breakdance.
The breakdance. The b-boys.
The b-boy. Let's show you time. Look at you. You guys don't know that. People breakdancing in the 86. In the 86, man. In the 86. So I'm like, God damn. Actually, in 86, hip hop already hit KZN.
Yeah.
This is a colored guy from Sydney. Colored old man from Sydney. Mo ipuza lupi lapha. And shayisho uthini mini. So around this cartoon. Yabona.
And you are on time.
Because like before in the 2094, we think it's in our community on the struggle.
Shouts to Prika Ipanta. I don't know if you guys know him. I'm going to 7. That's him. We remixed it as well. I'm mentioning him because of what you just said now, ukuthi hip hop is KZN at a certain level I just want to highlight something. Brika Ipanda did not know Talib Kweli when I met him. He was already rapping. His hip hop reference is Shonchi.
Shit.
This guy just got off stage, Shangoma 7 blind. His reference to him, just states Arayaz.
Sure.
Just to show you how far we've gone.
It says
He raps, he's got songs, he's got a mixtape out, and his first hip hop reference is Shonchi.
Shit. As I went to Bebeti, if we could go back, Ukona Camera Dala, it would have been like interesting.
Yeah.
Mama, I was just pulling my guy.
It's okay, I don't believe it. Because I bet you like everyone is saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know?
So with Sisagu in the Bayama elements, when you only did the rapping in DJ, I was on with dance.
That's shy is Pantula Fitman. Yeah. That's shy, the strong is Pantul. Got Klalego Maga Ali Cats. Let the good times roll.
Oh,
Din. That's shy is Pantula strong. Yeah, boy. Nakola for this Pantula was cripple.
Cripple. Yeah, it is.
But Kogan.
Dickies.
The All Star.
The All Star.
Kogan, okay.
Shit.
I rest my case.
That's some profound. Shit.
Because Uganda was responsible for price like originally.
Yeah, but yeah, what might say that shit they do. Oh, damn.
No, Pianto Wabuya was a slander.
Wabuya was a slander because it's basically
when she was
So one thing I think if you put from this conversation is that okay, okay, now I've been in the game for quite some time now. To a point of this is how we used to do this thing. So when you choose something now from this conversation, like the young niggas, what can they do to take it to the level or even beyond? Because I'm really concerned about Ivenek, especially KZN, Zulu, and what we call Ikasi rap. I still want us to take it out there to the people. So angazi ke mhlambe khona ongayibonisa bona ukuthi ingakwenza. Because there's another floppy intwana ezenza bengisanda kutsheleni nje angasekhaya. He uqalile uyarapper naye. And he's going in the English. But his pronunciation, his accent doesn't make it look proper. So I told him, Zulu yona language yazi, just do lento ngesiZulu. You're gonna find more comforting kuloko. Uzokwazi nomnyakaza grand sharp. So along those lines, ngifuna uhighlight again ukuthi yiphi indlela abangenza ngayo ukuze babe kwi comfortable position, the style sabo, yabo. Nangokwenza kwabo in the game. Because Pela hands down, but you are the legend. But we didn't say this.
What I would say, Mina, is that the music needs to speak to the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's kind of thing. It's Kuman Abangambek.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
We do it for our friends.
Yeah, it's Kuman Abangambek. The music needs to speak to the people. Yeah. Number one. And Askarape is a stigma, so hip hop is that fucking music.
Yeah.
Or nika, fuck you this, fuck you that.
Sisako.
Especially for the band about that.
Yeah.
Like gang of foot in the buying power. le genge le futhi fanele icabanga ukuthi ngiyayithenga le channel ngiyithengela ingane yami iyolalelana ingane yami yayizo into engisho ubuyicleana le channel just the way it looks, appearance, less swearing. Even if into a communicator inabo ukudlapha phakathi kube indlela yokusho ngesoka yabona
udlame lakho lube nesoka
yabona yonke. And also the topics that people are picking, they are picking topics that are also like for abangamba. Like for instance, there's a formula to make an album a national. You can't, it's not written. Yabo, Fano ben a love song. Guess the love, time between us. Say it. That's that. You have to have that song. You have to have a song about my relationships. For instance, let me maybe cut the cloth even cleaner. R&B sells because of sad stories.
Yeah.
That's the R&B process. If you came out and you were just talking about happy shit only, your R&B is gonna be like me, when Java came out, I'm like, hey, Kala, let over there. We are Konondo, let over there. There's a Konondo, let over. It's not because of computer cool. It's R&B process. It's just that now it's doing it in a language that I understand.
Yeah.
It hits home quicker than listening to Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, because it's all about breakups.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing as Mary J. Blige. It's just that we use geese. Now the Rusu is a Java, you're like, hey, they're out today. But it's R&B formula.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's a formula. If there's topics that you can pick and write about to make hit songs. But Duncan, Tiki, you way back.
Yeah.
That's the formula for that. Do you understand? There's make a love formula, make something for the dance floor, you make something for the and all of it comes with different feels and director corner, and then where you want to take your album. Just choose them to so I'm actually I can't lane I've been in in 5 years time. Like for instance, number Super Bond was nice, but super nice. Leana couldn't find out what, oh man, Super Bond, your shit is nice, but it's not for me, it's not for Gabolion. He went and made his craft accessible. He didn't change what it sounds like, but he started getting rid of these people about it's not for me. What do you mean it's not for me? It's hip hop, the beats band, the raps. So he went inside his style and thought, what am I not probably doing right, or am I doing too much of this or less of this? Super Bond, you could put him here next to the most commercial cat on stage and he'd tear it down. I mean, he tore it the fuck down. Yeah, very much. He tore it the fuck down. We as PMB, who does also, we lost to Mkumbai. And all those cats were not commercial cats. But because they tear it down on stage and they're making their art accessible to the people. It's easier these days now to also make your art accessible to the people because of social media and platform where you can put it. And how far you want to take it is really up to you. I mean, you can sit here and make Dutch marks because you rap nice and the shit that you're saying is by a feel that you mean.
Yeah.
That's why you should see into the era they have done. You guys, it looks easy, it looks like from moment to also is it looks like genius because I can't imagine to like marketing without the internet. So you
had to make that shit groundbreaking so the people want to listen to it, bro. You know, when I first had Tearcast, oh wow, what were they called?
That's just before the album Chance.
Before Chance, they came to the radio station. they became tear gas. But it's on fucking a caution. KO was fire. Not that it's not now, but I'm saying like because of how the like I said in terms of commerciality, but the things he was saying then, I'm like, come on, the kid, man. And they were rapping live on stage at my show, on GYR. Just I guess like niggas would be more accessible, like people mustn't sleep on these TikToks and you know what I mean, like man, if I was 19 now and I wanted to be heard, getting in the If I was 19 now and I had that same fire and I wanted to be getting in the there's so much access now. There's
abundance of access.
Man, you can shoot videos on your phone.
Ngempela these days ngempela bethi yonke into isilula
like khona umjida mina mfethu wangenzeleni mfethu khona konje phu bethi le ngoma yakho khona uphu wa poster. There's a group called Hip Hop Legends. What poster a clip of a video of one of the songs. This cat did some incredible shit. The camera to ibekwe esangweni. Lane when isango liyavulela kanje. Muvula isango le like when the camera was born on umnyango wasendlini now. The story is happening inside there and it's happening outside the gate. Yabona. Umuyibuka ngazi ukuthi ueditile kanti uvele wayibeka in one place and then everything ngendlela abayidirecting happens. Xabana itheke nomjida lana umjida ngena phuma kungena umunye umjida kushuthi yamfebela yabo letho kodwa icamera endaweni eyodwa yabo letho so much ngiyabuza ngithi editor ubale shande ukuthi ayizange edit mase ngiyibuka ngempela no they didn't edit it, they were just smart in how they
took their shots.
They took their shots, you understand? What I'm trying to highlight is this. Sometimes you don't need to go as far as editing. As long as you've got the tools, you can make it work just the way you plan your thing.
And it's not about having a certain equipment to make things. It's just your creativity.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, you're creative, and then the platforms. I can't put a book TV, man, my face.
TV.
Because if you still want to blow up on TV, that's you, baby. That's you. People are on their phones like this all the time. Like I know a girl that wakes up and TikToks all the way to the shower and TikToks during the shower.
Damn.
No, that's
how addictive that thing is. People are
so
addicted.
if you've got good content, people like content, bro. Like Oskigo's got good content on TikTok. He knows what TikTok is about. That kid, the OG.
I've heard you are able to monetize with TikTok, man.
Everything is monetary now, bro. After COVID, everyone's cut about the laws and the discovery on how to monetize that shit happened at that time. I remember, Gang Live, you get to chair in my church, Mangelu Jay-Z. Where's the sign? Def Jam or some Universal Music Group. So you don't have rights to that's an chop. It's a boy too. So that abantu bangayizwa ngabe for ukhoka la royalties now. So there's ways to monetize. If the content yakho blows up past a certain number of streams, you start getting paid for certain things. Sometimes I laugh when people like artists shoot video yake teteliswe yake say Mr. Ngoba Kanye West. I'm like, put your own song in.
What are you doing?
Buke dake ngoba fire proud wakho. Yabona Kanye West Kanye pro you billionaire simukholisa proud. Teteliswe yake mfana ngoba proud methi refreshing mood get thoughts. So there's ways to monetize things now. There's I'm a cheater. I'm telling you, I'm respect. I'm not night that. Then I who does a suit. Night that I was a Seodla put in Wi-Fi. Come to your Insta shit. You want to shoot things, make it interesting. You want to go to the Wi-Fi. and explore, do all sorts of shit. Because these days, you are a stream away from being popular.
Yeah, you stream away from popular.
There's gonna come a time where the radio doesn't exist. Because the content there was... Now, the content there is fine on social media. They're going there now.
Yeah, that's where they're getting. Even newspapers. They get lokunja news from podcasts, the internet, and they go print it out.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's gonna come a time when if the impact on how you do your things without anybody else taking a piece, because you can get started on your own.
So in a nutshell, umuntu nje who's intwana who's trying to come up, into clearly decide ukuthi they must be professional.
Yeah.
Bangenzele bangani babo. Because a lot of niggas got killed if you take them in benza leyo.
Yeah.
Making music for your friends.
Yeah.
And you forget, the people that you try to reach, it's not your cycle.
Yeah, bro.
It's a larger audience out there.
When you decide to go public, you are not for yourself anymore.
Yeah.
You are now open to
Before the
criticism.
people.
So some things are gonna break you, some things are gonna make you.
Yeah.
If you decide you wanna put something out, those are your risks. So depression, work through that shit. You said you wanna be an artist, baby.
Yeah.
Nobody asked you.
Yeah.
So this is what you open yourself out to. And now when you're out there and you're public property, the music must also speak for the people. We're not speaking to others. You ask, the Tupac song changed my life. That's what you are. Now you are that type of person.
Yeah.
You're not that guy that used to sit in the backyard and make songs. Son, you should put that shit out, son. Yeah. Once you put it out, then there's more trouble.
Yeah. I go to some cut.
Yeah,
who's a more?
I went to fuck off.
And they come references now, when Bangagini or Abangazi
Yeah, bro.
you need to stop that.
And that's not called first. Hip hop is a game for the educated.
Yeah. It's a game for
and
the
you
educated.
can educate with it. And when you do hip hop, you don't just among it's educated. I'm not saying educated as in like go read books, but like you must be interested in things.
Yeah.
You can't write about nothing.
Be open-minded.
Yeah, you can't write about nothing. You have to have a way of into mukuluma. You don't speak of something that's not inside the circle. So you need to put things in your circle so your circle gets bigger. So there's more things to talk about. Read a book, watch the news, be interested in what other people are saying. You know what I'm saying? Like be clued up on trends and current affairs. You know what I mean? You not necessarily turn away to the PhD to hip hop, but you must be interested in things. You must know what the stock market looks like. You mustn't think in the party and using
because we understand. And listening to guys who do real music, you learn a lot of things. For example, I knew how to speak English in school, but I wasn't good with spelling and stuff.
Yeah.
But from listening to hip hop, I know how to write now. I know how to read.
Yeah, and you are careful of how you write
and what you write. All that from hip hop. So it is for the educated and it is educational.
And it's not fucking music.
Yeah, please.
When that happens, it's an expression. It's not like it's fucking music.
Yeah, it's an expression.
Hip hop.
Motherfuckers, the punchline.
No. It's just that in expression, when the art form, like if you drew a penis on a motherfucking canvas, it's the same thing as swearing.
Yeah, it's a form of expression. So Vala, it's not the last one.
We can't. We have to do more.
We have to do another one.
Yeah.
And before we figure that point, I'd like to congratulate you, William Down.
Thank you.
The space is beautiful.
Thank you.
The space is beautiful. It's Yikaya, the music. We are born like this is a music hub.
We were talking with my man, Prince, my partner, that before we opened here, we would say, are you can down like Marisburg where the urban youth hang out?
Yeah.
The urban youth, cultured urban youth.
Yeah.
And I'm discriminating on other urban youth out there. Abantu abathanda izinto ezifana no poetry, people are interested in film and podcast. Do what we do. What we do. This shit that's happening right here. About sit back, have a smoke in peace, eat, drink, but also be in a space where kungathibikali ngoba kunziwa lokho ingabi in the dark, ibe out here in front in the lights and ibe celebrated because it's important to us, it's important for the youth, for the future, and it's important that you plant these seeds now, so that in the future
they have something to eat.
You understand? There's documented footage of how we do things and spaces that we operate. Cape Town. Let's get our chance to imagine thina sihlangane epark kuphela yabo personal direction iphuzu kubhele kodwa lapho kuyiwe emakhaya mase kufika ekhaya siyakuthetha uma wabona ubhema insana
La fanele hlala epark.
Kuntomazane la uLondeka, she's got dreadlocks. She was just saying now that she's gone from being she just went from being fun nje nayo. Yabona kutshelwe ingane encane she's 5'2" plus, she's got she sells edibles, she's got a business, it's popping, she's making money, she bought her own car, she's
You need to have her on the show.
She owns a company called Wakery. Push hard, sis. Push not to pushing dot. Pushing dot idinelo. More out in it. Push. So she's gone from now that she pull up and that lady with the way she got money in the push. She's gone from out. I do spend money. What was the spend money? It's turning around. We should not be scared of being ourselves anymore. You know what I mean? Because we see the world different, operate in different spaces, we do things differently from Abadabata. Now, but they need to understand that we are here now. We're here
and we demand our space.
Yes, the weed is legal in other countries now. It's getting here as well. You know, and it's not like we flop. No. Chartered accountants. It's lit now. It's lit. The lingo we speak is influenced by culture. It's influenced by hip hop. You know what I mean? Our advertising, marketing, billboards, spray can graffiti. Everything is in there.
It's all from the culture.
The world is taken from the culture so much that you born as a funny. The world got this. We're here now. We're here. True. You know what I'm saying?
We are forced to be reckoned.
Yeah, but Lavender would say hip hop is dead. Hip hop is really not easy for it to die because it's very broad. Imagine the things, the elements that you just mentioned now. Are they really dead?
No, they're still alive.
Hip hop never died. It's just
took a vacation. There's someone who says that line. Someone, I can't remember who says
it. Something I heard it too. But like, who's receiving it and what they need to do with it. But the hip hop has always been made. There's always nice new shit. I mean, DJ Dollar once asked me, "Is it hip hop thing?" I'm like, nigga, it's here. It's here. Now foreign exchange, now Fonte, now Joey Perez, now niggas. It's here. It's here. Like I saw 50 Cent opening a show, a freestyler over rock cocaine flow.
Shit.
He's got a singing hook in it, and I'm like, I go, 50 cent kugcwele abantu bethu about 20,000 in show. Jump into the shit. There's a very small difference between commercial and underground now.
Yeah.
You're one stream away from blowing up.
One stream away.
Yeah, but because of how things operate now. How
Nowadays,
things
even the underground can pop up and people call it commercial. Because it's underground sound.
Yeah, Nakona as well. I mean, I think we need to sort of differentiate from not commercial as in the music. Your sound has now got commercial appeal. Like, well, it's not like how you mix the beats. No, it's just like the what you do. Your whole thing is with commercial. J. Cole.
Yeah.
His thing is with commercial appeal. He's not really a commercially.
Yeah, he's not really.
Yeah, well, he's not trying to fight for the Drake space, guys, like that.
Yeah.
But because he's nice with it, he's there, he's
And accessible.
access, you know what I'm saying? Make yourself accessible. You know, move in the right spaces that you need to move in, you know?
Yeah.
Like for instance, I was telling niggas now, I'm like, Sete is like a genius. Shouts to KO.
The track, yo.
You know what I'm saying? You need a comeback. You feature one of the biggest artists in hip hop and one of the biggest artists in Amapiano.
Yeah.
And right now it's a Mapiano scene thing. You know?
And Yabana, that song was made strategically.
But he's been in the industry like since forever, so you understand the formula.
You understand what I'm saying? He's the guy that did Karakara, man. That was,
Killed it.
That's when I come with a big song, it's kind of his trademark now.
Yeah.
he knows how to do it.
It's a car.
Yes. And the album is okay, you know, on mixtape or whatever, but certainly like stands out because of how it was engineered, structured, how it was put together. You understand? That's also like how niggas need to treat their music.
The music.
You
Yeah.
understand? If you choose to satisfy your crowd, that's you. If you choose to grow, and that's also you. You understand? I was talking to Joystick. It's Joystick. Shouts to Joystick. If you make moves and you need to quit work because you want to do this music thing, don't chase AKA. Because a lot of people get heartbroken, they chase AKA. Among it's AKA, you don't chase AKA's status. Don't chase that big shit. You understand? You can still eat and feed a family if you did your thing. La.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Let me break it down. 50 rand a show. Times 20. Mathematics guys, come on now.
Now he's the maths dude.
Mathematics. Opantla lapha ama
It's
numbers.
10K, no?
Opantla.
Yeah, that's
50 times 50 times
50 times
20.
20.
yeah. 50 times 20 blocks.
Yeah, he blocks.
50 times 20 blocks, right? Umozo wenza blocks ngolesihlanu ebusuku. Emlazi wenza blocks umgqibelo ebusuku kaDubuza wenza blocks ngesonto ebusuku eTututu. 3 blocks no weekend. My weekend now 4 enyangeni malini.
That's roughly like 12,000.
Can you feed a family?
Yeah. The people who work for the 3K the
And
whole
it pays a
month.
lot, but then this office look.
Do you understand? It's 20 people in a show.
Yeah.
That's like 9, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's 20 people in the show. You understand? You grow that, it becomes 100,000 a show someday.
Yeah.
But njalo baskipping ngoma sithi hit le. Awuzongizwa AKA beno cash but yabo ingashayi ngifike kule lento buyiphupha. Usuhlele ekhaya manje usudemoralize. Work the market here.
Yeah, no nayo.
Work the market here. Yabo just make sure that you've got 3 shows a weekend paying you a cheap.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it by yourself. Me, you, young cannibal, and so. And Zang.
Yeah.
Type thing. Yabona. Shayishan this swanseland. Thathi blocks la man bana bayitshela bayabiza. Abathatha leyo mali yabo. Thathi blocks la ngihambe.
Yeah. I'm done for the day.
It's done for the day. 3 times a week is 3 grand.
And how much they would prefer not to get even lose that's 1,000 because they think they it's a part there. And then you end up losing that 1,000.
Hey. Because ulindele at 30K.
Ufuna wena ufuna chase AKA wena.
Yo, bro.
So, gems on gems, you know what I mean? Two, you must understand, you want to work? Indlela yokwenza kanje. Yabo, when ngifika khona mina all over phethu perform ama strip clubs, yabo, things I'd never thought of. You know, like, okay, 500. Okay, shit, I'm looking for 10,000.
Ukulabo 500. Let's say,
Ngishela kang now, kodwa ngiyafuna. Kodwa lo Jeto habilo performance next to some ass shaking shit like that. He gave me 500. He's daytime entertainment. Popo go 12 mean.
Yeah, bro.
Next to the 1 o'clock, just before the 1 o'clock strip show. He's the opening act. I've got the top of 5 points and I'm going to look here.
I don't understand why guys they have to be like that. I understand if artists see established. Very easy thing is management. But if when you saw because the other thing you do this thing because you love it. In the you must have a passion on that. And take that 1,000 or 500 rand. How much it when laughing it up with niggas.
So you can make money off music if you treat it professional. Man, shouts to Pooh. That nigga did hip hop.
Yeah.
Pooh nazo zonke into zakhe, did hip hop.
Recently got married, no?
He did into zakhe, he did hip hop. Akavuka ikamlungu.
Shit.
And in Ghana they need that kind of
That guy needs to talk on some podcast and tell
Yeah,
me.
we want him here.
This brother there must talk now. Like that nigga did hip hop, man.
Yeah.
Angikhumbuli mina kuthiwa uvuke umlungu. It's not like he's rich at home. Yabo. Angikhumbuli ukuthi uvuka umlungu. Phu wayevuka onesifruthi loops yakhe kufika abantu bazorecorda 250 beats, 100 rand recording type thing. Yabo, for a car, for a flat.
Because we've been to a place in like he called us up to do Ingom when I still had a crew. We have on this guy who said that was back when 2008. Why is said
Understand? So it's doable. As long as you're gonna just treat it like a job. That's what I mean. Like I'm sure KO wakes up in the okay. Let me not even say I'm sure KO. Let me just give you a practical example. I'm in Eastern Cape, show at MT. I meet up with a guy called Sams, something like that. Or you manager, I have an MT, you manager MT. Jengoba, he tells me, correct up like diamond, wrong, ambitious. The requirement of five of what they consider hit songs a week. So you're punching the clock. Uvuka kuseni uyeka rough studio uhlala phansi bhenga ama beats thatha beat ufake efonini fama headphones sit outside smoke a joint do cocaine whatever the fuck you do and make sure that shit pops at the end of the week ngifuna imali engaka nali flat ngiyikhokhela ngokudla khona imoto ezokulanda ibise kumashows no 10 blocks
we are paid
so it's a job this thing. So even if type of arrangement, even if you need to treat it like a job, you need to go into the studio, you need to bang out the hits, so that when the opportunity knocks, you ask
the same thing I couldn't know Echo. You would see he was talking about Eminem. You would how serious he takes the shanties. Uti had a session now, where Eminem 9 o'clock I say for you. 9 o'clock wakala over 12 o'clock he said he's going for lunch. He went for an hour we on lunch. Washa 5 Mr. 7. What's he shy? That's how professional he is when he's
because if he pays the bills, it is a job.
Treat it like a job, otherwise because you didn't treat it like a job because
you didn't respect it.
Plus you've got more dibs and more, you can argue for better deal with a body of work and experience and what. Like, if you walk into a studio, into a record label with a demo, that's what you already have. You don't have a following, you don't have a brand, a clothing label, but if you walk in with this thing, they take you serious. Okay, this guy is serious, he's talking about this, that and the other. He trusts himself, he knows he can move these units. He's moved this many units off the t-shirts, he's sold this many mixtapes. It's easier to sign someone like that. As long as you take yourself professional. Even when you sell a CD, sign a fucking invoice.
Yeah.
So you know you're counting 1,000 invoices. I won't prepare with that album out 1,000. Uyangitshela ukuthi nama invoice out 1,000. This is 1,000 rand sales. So people took the time out, sat with you, wayithatha i-CD yakho, wasayina invoice book, wathatha imali wayifaka ephaketheni.
And we are moving up as the owner of the company. So, well, I can use this guy.
I can invest in this guy. Yeah. At some point, you need an investment to grow. Akekho umuntu othi ukutshela wayenza yena yedwa. Unamanga. You need some type of investment. And akekho umuntu uzothatha serious if ungakwazi ukuyibona into.
So yeah, bro, there's a lot to talk about Michelle now. I wish we could go on, but yeah, sisazobuya.
Because we still need to talk about how to build the CEO.
Yes. I need to tell you with my partner. If we do it, figure early on a Sunday, I figure it's knock it out. Seodla was an interesting story as well.
We really want to hear that. Really want to hear that. Because when I joke ngisho bethi lambe uyezwa nje ufika ukuthi la it's a music place nabantu abakuyona, they're all about the music. And it's great, we've never had a hip hop home as Ilokhunja.
Even with the party Maniga, when you went to party Maniga, you come back home, you feel inspired. It's like I was in a space that I like.
Yeah, bring it back, please. I still want to perform with you.
Look, man, what I liked about the Party Manika was there's a certain type of funk with the way they named it. About the hip hop sessions, redemption,
they sophisticate the whole
oh wow, man, give it to me, come, I'll do it at my way and you bring it. You know what I mean? That's what I felt. You forgot that Patabanik, I'm like, you kids, you don't know what you just toss all over myself.
It's great, but Mr. Saz, it's neck high, it's a PMB. And really thank for having us.
Sharp of it.
Thank you. Cool.
Sharp of it. We do a V2 someday. V2, I must smoke and drink. So I can tell you some real stories. I was skimming off the top a little bit. Boy, I just put my joints here. And
the podcast is free with that.
Tuesday, I don't work on Tuesday. So if you want jam, plan on a day like that, we can sit in Gauze while we talk and talk more, get into the artists themselves there. When we met, how because this juice, this juice, this is a story that they cannot put on a museum. You know, I was involved in the making of the South African Hip Hop Museum for the KZN, but I pulled out because I didn't see the excess and the during Nazo. I format abayisebenzayo, and I think babeyikhela phezulu kakhulu, and I feel like podcast style is better because you can really chill and talk and
just be yourself.
Be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Instead of somebody then rewriting what you wrote to make it fit context and all sorts of shit. Podcast, you record it now and that's what it is. I said it like this and that's how we're gonna show it. You understand? I think he meant this when he said this.
No, Pras, cool. Better for having us.
Yo, where is Bond?
Yes, because we really want to do them like higher.
Progressively minded
and open.
We need leaders that are more sensitive, leaders that are able to drive conversations and really intrigue us, you know, and encourage the acceptance, encourage